Just to confirm, should we get the top two performing? Should we, just to confirm, we should get the top two performing LLG sites, then scrape all the businesses in our niche from those two states, list them in the directory, then start emailing them. Yeah, you can. And that's just, I've been, we like to populate the directory with you know, a certain number of, it doesn't, I don't know, there's not a set number. I just like to populate the directory with listings so that it can add relevance to the directory. However, there's two ways to do it, and I found that if you're just doing the import where like it's the same import template for the details in the listing description, let me see if I can demonstrate this for you guys. Because there's training in the mastermind about how to use GPT for Sheets to create let's go to companies. GPT for Sheets, which is an extension and add-on in Google Sheets that then you basically can take your contact list. I've got training in the mastermind for this, but you take your contact list that you've got from Outscraper or whatever it is that you're using, and you upload it to Google Drive, open it in Google Sheets, you enable the GPT for Sheets extension, and then I have a prompt that you use that again the mastermind members have access to, that in the first sheet of the Google Sheet, so the first sheet is going to be the contact list, and then in sheet 2, it's the prompting, and that's where it integrates with Chat GPT for Sheets, excuse me, and then you click go, where you have to drag the formula down in the appropriate column. But once you do that, then it automatically creates unique business descriptions for every single one of the contacts in the contact list. And it does it with the prompt because it tells them to go, the prompt tells ChatGPT to go to go view the website. So it puts the URL in there. It gives the specific company name and the location in which the company is located. And then it says, go look at the website, extract the primary services and the service area locations that they service, and create a 2-paragraph description, unique business description about the business, and with a strong call to action to have the visitor or the reader to contact the company to schedule a free estimate. And so we just drag that formula down with the ChatGPT or GPT for Sheets extension enabled with the prompting and everything in that formula or whatever, and we just drag it down for the same number of rows as there are in the contact list in the first sheet. And then within a matter of seconds, you have hundreds or even thousands of unique business directory listings that are way better for helping the directory to index. So just to be clear, when we first started doing this, we were just using we didn't have AI at the time. So we were just doing an import template that was done via tokens from the shortcode or the tokens, the column headers from the contact list. So when we import the CSV, it parses out all the data based upon the column headers, and then we could go drag the token into the description area and say primary Google GB category, so tree service, in county, comma state or region, because state is region, right? That kind of stuff. And so it was very basic unoptimized directory listings that were all basically the same. And Google doesn't like that shit now. 5 years ago it was fine. I could index the hell out of the site now. But now most of those pages won't get indexed. And so now that's a shitty one there, but we do my VAs will do the directory listing descriptions. I don't know whether they use AI or not. I don't know, but you're typically doing AI. But the ones that were created originally, like if we go back into companies really quick and go to the last page, I'll just show you what I mean. The older listings, you'll see a lot of these are just very basic, and some of these have probably got broken header images too. That one actually looks like it had been updated at some point. But a lot of the ones that, yeah, see, it's got a broken image. I've updated the site a couple of times and some things have broken. Some of the older listings have not been corrected. But a lot of the ones that don't have much of a like a unique description, again, are going to be crawled but not indexed. If you look in Search Console, it'll say crawled but not indexed. And that means Google found the pages and thought they weren't valuable enough because they're so similar to so many other pages on the site that they don't want to index it. So ways that I've overcome that is a couple of things. Number one, this is the Link Whisper plugin so that it creates internal links to other listings. And then sometimes when there's nearby companies in that same area, there will also there's a badge here that will do that. That helps those to index a bit. But to get back to the question, which was, when do you populate the site? Yes, but I would recommend only doing mass population for a small number. It doesn't have to be two full states. Do it for one state, but make sure that when you're importing those listings, that you're doing something like GPT for Sheets or something like that, so that you can create unique business descriptions. Because if you populate your directory with um, directory listings that are all basically the same, that are, Google will crawl but won't index, then you're actually going to lower the performance of the domain, your site, your directory site. So it's better to eliminate those generic listings and only put the listings in that have unique data assigned to each listing, if that's clear. A thorough description, separate photos, etc. Because then it makes it a higher quality listing, much more likely to be indexed, which will increase the value of the domain and its performance in search. Because of the helpful content update, guys, anytime you got a bunch of pages on the site that are crawled, not indexed, that lowers the quality score, therefore negatively affects the performance of that domain and all of its pages in search. So I've still got a lot of problems on TreeCare HQ that need to be cleaned up. That's not a joke. There's a lot of stuff over because I've had it for 5 years. So a lot of changes have been made, and there's still a lot of cleanup that needs to be done. But I don't really care because um it's performing the function that I want it to, which is a conversation starter with the contractor. So whether the directory performs all that well or not, I really don't care. What matters to me is it starts the conversation with the contractor so that I can sell them on marketing services. Essentially, that's what it's for, right? So just to get, again, what we do is now we only, after your initial population, like once you've populated directory with the initial listings, one state or whatever it is, then all we do is only add new listings when we get a positive reply from a cold email, right? That way the directory is being populated with new listings that from only companies that we have direct communication with. So, and by the way, we get a lot of lead gen submissions for clearly their lead gen assets that SEOs are submitting to the directory, and we reject those. We reject them all the time. Now, I'm sure we've got a number of lead gen sites listed that that were done very well, so you can't tell they're lead gen sites, and that's all fine. But if we can clearly tell that it's a lead gen site, we do not include it, just to be clear, because we know that the SEO is going to not respond to our cold email anyway, so why bother, right? Okay, moving on.